Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into something today that you've probably heard a lot about, but might be a little hesitant to actually try.
AI for your business.
You got it. I get it.
It can feel like a whole other world.
Especially if you're not a tech expert.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm so excited about this deep dive, because we're going to unpack Brian Gibbs' new book, From Overwhelmed to Optimized, a business owner's guide to practical AI.
It's launching on Amazon on November 29th.
Mark your calendars. Trust me, you'll want to grab a copy.
What I really like about Brian's approach is that it's specifically designed for small business owners like you.
Not for tech experts.
Right. It skips all the complex jargon and dives straight into the steps you can take today to use AI in your business.
Love that. So let's talk about why this moment is so important for small businesses.
Okay.
We're all feeling the pressure to keep up with technology.
Absolutely.
It feels like we're falling behind while the big companies are just racing ahead.
Yeah, sometimes it feels that way.
But Brian argues that this is actually a unique opportunity for us, the little guys.
I think of it this way. Big corporations are like those massive cargo ships.
Right.
They take forever to change direction, right? They're just weighed down by all the bureaucracy and the outdated systems.
Stuck in their ways.
Yeah, but small businesses were like speedboats. We can adapt so quickly, try new things, and pivot.
I love that analogy.
That agility is a serious advantage in the AI world.
It is, but let's be honest. A lot of us hear AI and immediately think, too expensive, too complicated, and way too risky for my small business.
I hear you. It's a natural reaction to have.
I know, I've been there.
But what's exciting is that AI is becoming so much more accessible. The tools are becoming more affordable, more user-friendly, and they're actually designed for the scale of data that small businesses work with.
So not for these giant corporations.
Right. In fact, you might be surprised to learn that many AI tools cost less than your monthly utility bill.
Seriously, less than my internet bill.
It's true. And another myth Brian busts in his book is that you need to be a tech whiz to implement AI.
Yeah.
These systems are getting more intuitive every day, and you can start small and scale up as you gain confidence and see results.
Okay, so we're busting myths, which I love. But I'm curious, what does Brian say is the real secret weapon for small businesses when it comes to AI? It can't just be about the technology itself, right?
Absolutely not. You're right.
It has to be more.
It's about combining AI with your existing strengths as a small business owner. Think about what you're already great at.
Okay.
Your personal touch, your deep understanding of your customers, your unique position in the market.
Right.
AI can amplify those strengths.
Not replace them.
Exactly. And he illustrates this with a fantastic example in the book. There's this local bookstore that's competing against those big online giants.
That's a tough market.
It is.
Yeah.
You might think they'd need some super complex AI to stand a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
But instead of trying to compete on price or selection, they use AI to personalize their book recommendations for every customer.
It's like that friendly bookstore owner who knows everyone's reading tastes.
But on a super-powered level.
Yeah, exactly.
And it worked. They were able to outperform those big chains because they leveraged what made them special, their connection to their community.
So AI actually enhanced that human touch. It didn't replace it.
Exactly.
Starting to see how this could be a game changer. It's like AI is leveling the playing field in a way that actually benefits small businesses.
I think so, too.
But where do we even begin?
That's a great question.
Most of us are probably feeling a little overwhelmed just thinking about it.
That's where Brian's book comes in. He lays out this practical roadmap for getting started with AI, even if you have zero tech experience.
Okay, that's reassuring.
And he emphasizes starting small, begin. Don't try to do everything at once.
Don't try to boil the ocean, right?
Oh, right. He gives this great story about a local restaurant that was struggling with food waste and overspending on supplies.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and they decided to start with just one AI application, optimizing their ingredient ordering process.
Makes sense. Food costs are a killer for restaurants.
They are. And what's fascinating is this one small win had a ripple effect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their staff started seeing the value of AI and began suggesting other places they could use it.
Interesting.
It created the snowball effect of improvement.
So that's what Brian means by starting small, winning big, and
Yeah.
building momentum.
Exactly.
It's not just about that first project. It's about creating a culture of AI adoption in your business.
You got it.
Okay, so let's say we've identified that first AI project and we're ready to roll. But how do we choose the right tools?
That's the next step.
If I Google AI for small businesses, I'm going to be bombarded with a million options.
You will. It's easy to get lost in a sea of vendors.
Promising you the moon.
But Brian's advice is to focus on tools that solve your specific problems.
Okay.
Tools that integrate with your existing systems
Right.
and that offer really good support and training.
So don't get caught up in the hype or all the fancy features.
Exactly. Find what actually works for your business and your team.
I love that. It's like, I don't need a spaceship. I need a reliable delivery truck to get the job done.
Perfect analogy. He also really emphasizes the importance of that support and training.
Okay.
He tells a story about a plumbing company that chose a mid-tier AI tool with excellent support over a more advanced option that didn't have that same level of guidance.
And I bet they were glad they did,
I think so.
because sometimes that sophisticated technology isn't the best choice if you don't have the right support to implement it effectively.
Absolutely. And Brian provides a clear framework for finding that right balance between functionality and support.
I'm already feeling a lot less overwhelmed and a lot more excited about AI.
That's great.
And we're just getting started.
I know there's so much more to explore.
But before we move on, I have to ask about something that makes Brian's book really stand out.
Okay.
It comes with these incredible bonuses.
Oh, yeah. They're amazing. Honestly, they're worth even more than the book itself.
Okay, tell me more. What are they?
Well, I can't reveal everything just yet, but let's just say you'll be able to calculate the potential return on your AI investments
Oh, wow.
with a specialized calculator.
That's cool.
And then you'll be able to create a personalized roadmap for implementation with an interactive tool.
That sounds so valuable.
It's like having a personal AI consultant by your side.
It really is.
Yeah.
And listeners, remember, the book launches on Amazon on November 29th.
You don't want to miss it.
So stay tuned, because we're going to dive even deeper into Brian's practical strategies for making AI work for your small business.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
Welcome back. It's amazing how much we're demystifying AI, isn't it? In the first part, we talked about how small businesses actually have an advantage
A real advantage.
in the AI era
Yeah, because we can adapt.
because we're more agile and adaptable.
Right. It's kind of empowering
It is.
to realize that we're not automatically at a disadvantage.
I agree.
But now let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
How do we actually put these AI ideas into action?
Well, in this part, we're going to dig into some of the common challenges small business owners face and how AI can provide solutions.
Practical solutions.
Practical solutions.
Brian breaks these down in his book.
He does.
Getting more customers, saving time and money, making better decisions, and turning those customers into loyal fans.
The 4 pillars.
That's music to my ears.
Yeah.
Always up for saving time and money, and who doesn't want more loyal customers?
For sure.
So let's start with attracting new customers.
Okay.
Brian argues that AI can supercharge your marketing without turning you into some kind of faceless corporation.
That's important.
Yeah, I think a lot of small businesses worry about losing that personal touch.
That makes them special.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a valid concern, and Brian addresses it head on. What's so fascinating is that AI can actually help you scale that personal touch without sacrificing your authenticity.
Okay.
Remember that local bookstore from the first part?
The one that used AI for personalized recommendations.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were able to compete with those giants not by being like them, but by really doubling down on what made them unique.
And AI was the key.
AI was the key.
Okay, so walk me through some of Brian's AI-powered marketing strategies. Where do we even begin?
So Brian really emphasizes starting with a deep understanding of your customers.
Okay.
Who are they? What do they need? What are their pain points?
Those are important questions.
Yeah, once you have a really clear picture of your ideal customer, then AI can help you reach them.
More effectively.
More effectively, yes.
So it's not about sending out generic messages to everyone.
Yeah.
It's about laser focus.
Laser focus, yeah.
On the right people with the right message at the right time.
You got it. He talks about using AI for things like lead generation and qualification,
Oh, interesting.
so you're not wasting time on leads that aren't going to convert.
Makes sense.
And then he also gets into personalized customer outreach, which is really cool.
Okay, what does that look like?
Sending emails that are tailored to each customer's interests and needs.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but is that even realistic for a small business
It is. That's the beauty of it.
with limited resources?
There are tools now that can automate a lot of these tasks for you.
So you don't have to do everything manually.
You don't think about all the time you could save if you didn't have to manually segment your email list or write a custom email for every single person.
Oh my gosh, that would be a dream.
I know AI can handle that heavy lifting, and you can focus on strategy and big picture thinking.
I am sold on AI-powered email marketing. What else can we automate?
Social media.
Yeah.
Social media automation. We all know how time-consuming it can be to manage multiple social media accounts.
It never ends.
Right. AI can help you schedule posts, analyze engagement, and even respond to comments.
So basically, I can finally get a good night's sleep without worrying about what's happening on Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the best part is AI can actually track how effective all your marketing efforts are.
So you can actually see what's working.
You get data on your return on investment for every campaign.
Data-driven decisions. I love it. Okay, so we've covered getting those new customers.
Yes.
What about saving time and money? That's always a top priority.
Always a top priority. Brian dedicates a whole chapter to this.
A whole chapter.
He breaks it down into strategies like automating those routine tasks,
Okay.
optimizing inventory and supply chain, and even improving financial forecasting.
Wow. Okay, let's break those down. What are some everyday tasks we can hand off to AI?
Think about the things that you do that just feel so repetitive and time-consuming.
Data entry.
Data entry, scheduling appointments, answering basic customer questions.
Stuff that takes up so much time.
Exactly. AI can handle those things, and you can focus on more strategic, high-value activities.
The stuff that really matters.
Yes. He gives this great example of a small manufacturing business that used AI to automate their inventory management.
Interesting.
They were able to reduce waste, get better at predicting demand, and free up their staff to focus on improving products and their customer service.
So their employees could work on more fulfilling tasks.
Exactly what happened. Profits went up.
That's what I like to hear.
It's not just about saving time, it's about making smarter decisions.
That boosts your bottom line.
Exactly. That's the key. AI works best when it enhances what we do well as humans.
It's not about replacing us.
Right. It's about finding that balance between automation and good old-fashioned human expertise.
So we've covered attracting new customers,
Yes.
saving time and money.
Uh-huh.
What about making better decisions overall?
This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Brian argues that AI can be this incredibly powerful tool for data-driven decision-making.
I'm intrigued.
Think about all the data your business generates every day.
Okay.
Customer transactions, website traffic, social media engagement.
It's a lot.
It is. AI can analyze all of that
All that data.
and find patterns and insights that would take us humans forever to spot.
We probably wouldn't even see them.
Right? It's like having this superpowered business analyst.
Working 24/7.
Working around the clock, yes.
Okay, I like it.
And those insights can help you make better decisions about everything from pricing to inventory to marketing to customer service.
So AI is like my secret weapon
It can be.
in this crazy competitive market.
Brian wants to empower small business owners like us to embrace AI in a way that feels authentic and actually works. He wants us to see it as an opportunity.
Not a threat.
Yes.
To thrive.
I'm feeling a lot less overwhelmed and a lot more optimistic
That's great.
after this conversation, but there's still so much more to explore, right?
There is.
We need to talk about choosing the right AI tools, getting our teams on board, and protecting our data.
All important things.
Yeah.
The good news is Brian's book gives you that step-by-step guide to making it all happen. And part 3, we're going to unpack even more of his practical advice and real-world examples.
So stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back for the final part of our AI adventure. We're back for the final part of our deep dive into Brian Gibbs' book, From Overwhelmed to Optimize.
We've covered a lot.
We have, from why AI is a game changer for small businesses like yours.
To practical strategies for using it to attract new customers, save time, make smarter decisions, and build that amazing customer loyalty.
It's been quite a journey.
It has.
We've moved from just sort of understanding AI to really grasping how to make it work in the real world.
In the day-to-day of your business?
Yes, and in this final part,
Okay.
we're going to walk through those critical steps to actually make AI a part of your success story.
Let's get down to brass tacks then. What's the very first thing a small business owner should do if they're ready to take the plunge?
Brian has a fantastic chapter in his book called Starting Small, Winning Big.
I like that title.
He really stresses not trying to do everything at once.
Okay.
Instead, find one specific area where AI can make a real impact and just focus your energy there.
Don't try to boil the ocean.
Exactly. Pick one thing, do it well, and build from there.
I love that. And he even provides a framework
He does.
for evaluating those potential AI projects.
The impact, feasibility, and readiness criteria.
Okay, impact, feasibility, readiness. What does that all mean?
So impact is all about how much of a difference solving this particular problem would make to your business.
Okay.
Feasibility is about how easily AI can actually address the issue.
Got it.
And readiness is about whether you already have the data and resources in place to implement a solution.
So it's about finding that sweet spot,
It is.
something that's really going to make a difference in your business, but isn't so complex that it's going to overwhelm you
Exactly.
or require resources that you just don't have.
And he also talks about setting realistic goals.
Oh, that's important.
Don't go for complete automation right out of the gate. Start with something smaller.
An achievable goal.
Yes, and then you build from there.
It's like those fitness experts who say start with a 10-minute walk, not a marathon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Small wins, they build momentum. And he tells us a great story about a restaurant owner who started by using AI just to optimize their ingredient ordering process.
What?
It was a relatively simple implementation,
Okay.
but it saved them a ton of money on food waste.
Food waste is a big problem.
Huge. And that success gave them the confidence to tackle bigger AI projects.
So they started small and then grew from there.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture.
Good.
Start small,
Yes.
set realistic goals,
Mm-hmm.
and let those early wins kind of fuel your progress.
You got it.
But once you've got a few wins under your belt, how do you scale up?
That's the next step.
How do you choose the right tools?
Right, because there are so many out there.
It's overwhelming.
It can be. Brian says to really focus on tools that solve your specific problems, that integrate smoothly with the systems you already have, and that offer great support and training.
So you don't get seduced by all the bells and whistles
Exactly. Don't get caught up in the hype. Find what works
for your business.
for your business and for your team.
So it's not about getting the shiniest new toy.
No, it's not.
It's about finding that right tool for the job.
It is.
And sometimes that means prioritizing practicality.
Over the cutting edge.
Exactly. He actually tells a story about a company that chose this super advanced AI tool.
Oh, no.
But then they struggled to make it work with their existing software.
Integration issues.
It was more trouble than it was worth.
Yeah, you want to do your research.
You really do?
And think about whether a tool is a good fit for your business.
Not just something that sounds really cool.
And don't underestimate the power of support and training.
Yeah,
Having a vendor who is invested in your success.
that makes all the difference.
It does. He tells a story about a plumbing company that chose a mid-tier AI tool over a more advanced option because the vendor had incredible support and training.
So smart. Sometimes the best technology isn't the most sophisticated one. It's the one that comes with the best people.
To guide you, yes.
Speaking of people, let's talk about getting your team on board.
Oh, that's important.
Because change can be scary,
Can be.
especially when technology is involved. People worry about their jobs,
That's natural.
being replaced or not being able to keep up.
Brian dedicates a whole chapter to this.
Does he?
He does. He stresses communication, empathy, and training. Make sure your team understands why you're doing this.
Why you're implementing AI?
Yes, how it will benefit them and what kind of support they can expect.
Make them feel like they're part of the process,
Part of the solution, yeah,
not a victim of it.
exactly.
He also talks about finding AI champions
Oh, yes.
within your team.
Those people who are excited about new tech,
They can really help.
they can get everyone else on board.
It's like those early adopters who get the new iPhone and want to show everyone how it works.
Yes, every team needs those people.
They're invaluable.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've talked about the people side of things,
yes,
but we also need to talk about data security and privacy
absolutely.
because we're entrusting these systems with really sensitive information.
We are.
So we have to make sure it's protected.
We don't want to be the next data breach headline.
Nobody wants that.
No, Brian provides really practical advice
Oh,
on
huh.
everything from data encryption to access controls to disaster recovery plans and just building a culture of security awareness.
So being proactive, not reactive,
Exactly. And realizing that security is ongoing.
not just a one-time fix.
Right. And the good news is
Hey.
AI can actually help enhance security.
Really?
Yeah, he talks about using AI to detect anomalies, identify potential threats, and even automate security protocols.
So it's both the problem and the solution.
It can be.
It all comes down to how you use it.
It does.
Well, I feel so much more equipped to navigate the world of AI after this deep dive.
It's huge.
Brian Gibbs' book, From Overwhelmed to Optimized, is a must-read for any small business owner
Absolutely.
who wants to get ahead of the curve and stay ahead.
It's practical, it's actionable,
Full of examples,
real-world examples.
but anyone can relate to.
And don't forget, everyone, the book launches on Amazon on November 29th.
Mark your calendars.
And it comes with those amazing bonuses.
The interactive AI implementation roadmap and AI ROI calculator.
That'll help you figure out your approach and see what your potential return on investment could be.
Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
AI isn't just for the tech giants.
It's for everyone.
It's for everyone. It's a tool that small businesses can use to compete, to thrive, and to take what they're already good at to that next level.
It's not about replacing human ingenuity.
No,
It's about amplifying it.
exactly.
Using AI to enhance our strengths, build those relationships, and create more meaningful work.
Absolutely.
The time to start is now.
I agree.
The businesses that embrace AI today will be the ones shaping the future tomorrow.
I completely agree.
So folks, that wraps up our deep dive into From Overwhelmed to Optimized. We hope you found it valuable.
They did too.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.